What's up, guys, and welcome to Andysplayground. I'm your host, as always, Andy, and today I'm going to be showing you around my college town. So welcome to Rexburg.
Now, when I say that, I'd say that probably most of you who don't know me have zero clue what that is, and that's totally okay because that is one of the points of the video. Another is to explore some of the history of the area to provide the viewers at home, or myself in the future, a glimpse of this amazing place I've called home for several years. So let's talk about the history of Rexburg in general. The city of Rexburg was founded in March of 1883 when a group of pioneers decided to settle along the banks of the Teton River. They had been sent by leaders from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake City to be under the direction of Thomas E. Ricks to settle the Upper Snake River Valley. The new community, named Rexburg after their leader, quickly attracted men and women eager to bring industry and civilization to the west. By the time Idaho joined the United States as the 43rd state in 1890, Rexburg was the second largest city in the state. So before the end of their first year in the valley, while settling out to cultivate and irrigate the land, the creators found time to organize Bannock State Academy, which was the first primary school in the area. In 1888, just 5 years after its initial settlement, civic and church leaders founded Ricks Academy, eventually becoming Ricks College in 1923, which was the largest private junior college in the United States. And later in 2001, it became Brigham Young University, Idaho, which is a 4-year college and also a place I would attend school beginning a little over a decade later. The Sporey building here actually stands pretty dang close to where the original building was for Bannock State Academy and for Ricks College, but it was since demolished because of a fire and now was rebuilt as the Sporey building after Jacob Sporey, one of the first principals of Ricks College. I could probably devote an entire video to BYU Idaho, so I think I will. Rexburg is what is known as a gateway town as well as a college town because of its proximity to amazing places like the Teton National Park, Jackson Hole, and I'm sure many of you guys have heard of a little place called Yellowstone.
One of the bigger tragedies about Rexburg is that it was heavily involved in the flooding of the Teton Dam.
Starting on Saturday, June 5th, 1976, at 7:30 in the morning, the dam started to leak until it finally eroded away and the waters came roaring. In the end, only 2/3 of the dam wall remained. Thousands of homes and businesses were destroyed, killing 14 people. One estimate placed damage to Hibbard and Rexburg area with a population of about 10,000 at 80% of existing structures.
Thankfully, there are several buildings in Rexburg that are still standing, even with the flood going through, and they have such a rich history.
Another structure or landmark that seemed to stand the test of time has been the old Romance Theater. The Romance Theater opens its doors in 1917 and featured silent movies and vaudeville acts that entertained hundreds of area residents at the time. In 1935, the theater began showing talking pictures and became an entertainment mainstay for the Upper Snake River Valley for the next 40 years. When the flood hit, the Romance Theater not only suffered structural damage, but the theater lost many of its memorabilia, which include movie posters, old costumes from its stage performances era, and etc. Eventually, the city of Rexburg acquired the theater in 2005, and with the help of community volunteers, the Romance Theater is being restored to its 1930s Art Deco splendor. I had the opportunity to actually look inside the Romance Theater a little while ago when I was helping one of my friends propose, and it was really cool to look at. And based on what I saw, they are doing a pretty great job. Just look at all the intricate art detail and the effort they are putting into this theater. Now then, let's head back to the Rexburg Tabernacle. The word tabernacle most often means a place of worship, and this tabernacle was built in 1911 for that same purpose. It was used from 1911 until 1980, when it was eventually turned into a civic center after being renovated from the flood. The building was actually restored by the help of the citizens of Rexburg and is now also on the National Register for Historic Places. One site in particular that can give you some of the best views in Rexburg is the Rexburg, Idaho Temple. Announced only a few years after the announcement that Ricks College would become BYU Idaho, this would be the third temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that would be built in the state of Idaho. The finest materials were used for this temple, including wood imported from Africa and stone and tile from Israel. The groundbreaking of the temple was presided over by the temple president of the Idaho Falls Temple, John H. Groberg, who was made famous from a 2001 Disney-produced movie called The Other Side of Heaven, where it detailed his missionary work in Tonga. I bet you guys were wondering if I could sneak something Disney-related into this. The temple itself was scheduled to be dedicated on February 3, 2008 by then church president Gordon B. Hinckley, but had to be delayed a week due to his passing on January 27, 2008. The following church president, Thomas S. Monson, then dedicated the temple on February 10, 2008 as his first official act as church president. The temple is topped by the golden leaf statue of an angel named Moroni, who was the last prophet in the Book of Mormon, and was installed on September 21, 2006, which actually coincided with the church's 183rd anniversary of Moroni's first visitation to Joseph Smith. Members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints treat the temple much like they did with the tabernacle as a place of worship, a place where they can feel close to their Heavenly Father in Jesus Christ. I can't take you all inside because it truly is something that each person should experience in person. I've been inside myself, and I can honestly say that it is an amazing and probably the most peaceful place in the entire city. I realize that I'm focusing a lot on the Rexburg Temple itself, but as you can see, it's a pretty prominent location here in Rexburg, and you can actually see it for miles and miles no matter where you are in the city. You can look up and you can see that temple. Unless it's obstructed by a tree or a building, you can see that temple, and it's really pretty. Overall, Rexburg is a pretty great town with a lot of great, rich history. I've been super grateful to make it my home for the last 5 years, and I'm looking forward to my new home in Orlando. That's all I have time for you guys for today, but I'll see you real soon.
So as you guys can probably tell, things are kind of wrapping up here. In fact, actually, my entire room is now packed up and ready to go, and it's kind of like an end of an era here for me in Rexburg. I'm really excited to begin work at Disney World in 2 weeks from today as I'm filming this on a Monday, and it's going to be crazy. I'm really excited to go. One thing I wanted to announce here really quick is that I might be moving this channel, or at least some of my videos. Recently, I've begun dating this amazing girl named Sierra, as you guys know from my videos, and we have decided to combine our channels into one channel, and we're still thinking of a name, so that's to be determined. As of right now, in the filming of this video, we're actually currently looking for things on my Instagram, so if you guys want to go there, you can pitch ideas and stuff like that too, or message us. And we'd be able to look and see some ideas. But I'm grateful that you guys have been watching all these videos. It's been about a year that I've been doing all these videos. I can't thank you all enough for watching. It's been such a great journey. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when the channel is up, and hopefully you guys can go over there to see more of our stuff. And really, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been such a blast. And no shout out for today, but I really appreciate all your guys' help and input and advice during this whole ordeal and this whole thing. So, but I'm graduating college. I was able to graduate, and so I'm excited. We're going to have a lot of fun in Disney World, and I can't wait, so I'll see you real soon.